Conjuring, Last Rites, 57% on the tomato meter, 79 by the audience means that the critics were kind of tough on it, but the audience seemed to like what they were seeing with people saying, so boring and not scary. Ooh, well, I thought people liked it at 79%. It's only getting 3 stars because of the fact that the movie was not accurate from doing Google search and finding out what the yeah okay so these movies will have the die-hard fans out there that know the true case of the Warrens in this particular example. And a lot of people got off that bandwagon when they realized that they were just sensationalizing everything. And it's like, that's not how it really was. And so, guys, what did you expect? Of course, it's not going to be like that. Now, does that mean that this was a terrible movie? No. There were parts of this film that I enjoyed. Once again, Vera Farmiga, Patrick Wilson are the best parts of this film. However, it's softball horror because it's not really scary. It's more of a drama. Now, yes, there are some demons in here. There's some ghost jump scares. But as far as like horrifying stuff, it's not one that'll keep you awake at night. It's 2 hours and 15 minutes. The director here, Michael Chavez, he's been working with this franchise for a while now. He did The Devil Made Me Do It. What else did he do? Didn't he do did something else? Well, anyway, I know that people liked it. Oh yeah, The Nun too. Well, actually, I kind of like The Nun too. Curse of La Llorona sucked. Even though it's one of my, a lot of people seem to like my trailer reaction to it. But yeah, it wasn't very good. But I like The Nun too. And that was mostly because of Thaisa Farmiga. Vera Farmiga is awesome. But I don't find that he can ramp up the jump scares as well. He doesn't build the tension all that well. He just shows you, okay, this is the scary thing in the room. Now be scared of it. And then we'll flash to it all of a sudden being in your face. You see, now is that really scary? No, it just made you jump a little bit in your seat. And if that works for you, then hey, you're probably going to like this film, as some people did. A lot of people did. So it's nowhere near as good as the first two. It's not. Is it a satisfying conclusion? I don't think so, because I don't think it is going to be the conclusion, because it's done well at the box office. In fact, it's done so well at the box office that it's got 210 worldwide. Oh my God. So as they say, they wanted Vera Farmiga and Patrick Wilson to be in the last one. Not when you bring up a big truck full of money like this. Despite the movie not being all that great, mid, as someone would say, they're going to make another one of these. And they'll continue making these. And they should, because I'll tell you this, I don't understand this talk about this is the last time that Patrick Wilson and Vera Farmiga will be in this. Because, guys, they're not over the hill. They're still young enough that they could make a lot more of these. And if the money is there for them, why not? My problems with it were that once they reveal that the ghosts that we see in the house are not the main ghosts, whatever the heck this thing is supposed to be like the main ghost. Is that really revealed to us? What's the main ghost's motivation other than getting the Warrens to, it's shallow. It's cardboard. And for that, I got to knock it for some points. Let's go over to my score sheet here. Take a look. Acting, directing, and story are out of a possible 2 points each. Acting is good. And a lot of that's just because of the chemistry between Patrick Wilson and Vera Farmiga. But the actress who played the daughter did a good job as well. Because you had to buy that relationship for the drama, I suppose, that you would want to have in this. Let's go over to the IMDb and see who this actress is. Mia Tomlinson. She did a really good job. And if you want to know what other projects she's been in, She's been in 6 other ones. Some shorts, Doctor Who, Bandits, The Beast Must Die, some TV work. So not a whole lot of other stuff. But she did a good job. And she's the one in the trailers where you see her in the reflections. Yeah. Here. Right? She did a good job. And you can tell that maybe they were trying to perhaps hand off the torch to her, saying that she's also got the power. But I don't know about that, because I don't know if it's going to do as well with her than these two, because you want to see these two. The directing, execution of the story. As I said, it's 2 hours and 15 minutes. I felt like some of it could have been cut out. The pacing didn't really work for me in that regard, and the jump scares didn't work for me, because most of the jump scares that you saw were in actually the trailer. Story, kind of run of the mill for me. 1 point, that's it. Cinematography and score out of a possible 1 point each. It was competently shot, but like nothing, like they used darkness at times where it's too dark and you can't tell what's going on. Score, middle of the road, 4.5. Let's go over to the tomato meter again here, because we're sitting at 4.5 for me. And maybe I'm being a little too harsh on this. Let's see what some of the critics are saying here. Let's pull up the critics a little bit more. And see if there's anybody of any repute here of note that we would like to quote. No. There isn't. Rick Romancino. No. Mark Kermode. I don't mind bunk, but what I mind is 135 minutes in which half of it is sub-poltergeist Oompa Loompa Ooga Booga schlock. And the other half is, the Warrens. Let's be real about this. The Warrens were the best looks and the worst con man. Jeremy Johns didn't like it. I've seen this before, and I'll see it a million times again in the future in other haunted house movies. It just felt generic. Yeah. It did feel generic. And that's where I went into the comments of it being like softball horror, because it is. If you've never seen these types of films before, then these jump scares will work for you. But if you have, and if you're a cinephile like Jeremy Johns, then it's not. Beyond the trailer, Grace Randolph liked it. Very scary, but also heartwarming. This one is one of the best entries in the Conjuring franchise. This one is, no, it's not. The first one is the best. What are you talking about? Highlighting what sets it apart and why it's lasted. Wilson and Farmiga are once again the heart of the story, and Chavez has really improved as a director. Has he? See, now there's something about that one that feels like it's blowing smoke up your, you know what. Bibiani liked it, though. As a scary movie, The Conjuring Last Rites is a generic film. Neither good nor bad. It's practically begging audiences to judge it on its past failed basis. As the conclusion of the Conjuring series, it's a little more successful, but not much. See, now, that I can't agree with, because we pulled up the box office numbers. It's not going to be the last one. And you heard James Wan saying that it's going to be a phase 2 or whatever that's going to be. Who knows? Will it be with this Mia Tomlinson? I don't know. I don't think so. Because people, she was good, but that's not the draw of these movies. It's not. It's the Warrens and how they did all these paranormal investigations that people want to see. If it stays through the source material or not. If it's sensationalized, hyper-sensationalized, people just want to see these two in action. It's got to take what you get and see it for what it is, because the money talks. 210 million over the weekend. It talks. So let's go over and finish up my score sheet here and see where I land for The Conjuring Last Rites. Watchability factors out of 2 points. And if you like these other movies, I'd say it's worth a look. 5.5 for The Conjuring Last Rites. Can I possibly give it any more? Would I watch it again? Probably not. I think I will give the cinematography... I want to give it a little bit more, but I don't know where. I don't know where. No, I can't. I won't. 5.5 for The Conjuring, Last Rites. I guess that does put me somewhat in line with what the critics were saying about this film. Because the critics had this around 57%. I can't. There's no way that I'd give this an 8 out of 10. 79%. No, that's just way too high. But it is what it is. What do you guys think about The Conjuring, Last Rites? Let me know in the comments below, and we will talk about it. You're watching Mirror Domains.